All right, today is the first day of the next phase of work, the upstairs, and there's a lot to do. So stay with us. We're gonna have several videos covering this whole process, and this is the first one, so watch it. My name's Deric. This is my wife, Jenya. We bought a fixer-upper. We're remodeling this house one day at a time, all while living in it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to get all the latest videos to track our progress. You'll find lots of how-to videos with step-by-step instructions to help you with your next do-it-yourself project. Welcome to the Rundown Reborn channel. All right, so we're starting work in the upstairs, and we have basically 3 rooms to work with. We have this room I'm in, which is will be one of the bedrooms, and we have this room over here, this blue room, that's going to be a second bedroom. They're about the same size. This is the third room. It's going to be like a bonus room. Those bedrooms aren't very big, so we're going to have closets in this space, just outside the doorways. So we're going to put a full bathroom in this corner and rework the stairway as it's very steep right now. The third major thing we're going to do in here is this window. It's going to be replaced with a brand new window. Now to get started with this floor, the first thing I need to do is get this room taken care of. This is the grunge room. It's just a dead attic space. It's over the top of the living room at the front of the house. That window is the window that you can see from the street. And we've already done the outside of that. So in this space, what the plan is to clean all that dirt, that blown in insulation, all the debris out of there, get that cleaned, re-insulate it, and then line it with new wall sheeting. Now, I'm not really looking forward to this part of the work, but it's something that needs to definitely be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my dirty clothes on and start digging in. Really all we're trying to do here is just get this insulation out of here and get all this dirt out of here. As I do this, I want to be able to check and see if there's any moisture problems up here, to see if there's any rain coming in, which suggests there's a roof leak. This here is kind of interesting. This is a piece of gas piping, and it's lined up right with the center of the room. But what this was probably an original gas line to feed a gas lamp at the center of the room in the ceiling. So they would have had probably a suspended chandelier from this that was gas powered. So kind of an interesting find, but we're gonna go ahead and tear this out here. If you come across one and you have not inspected the gas pipes, make sure that it's disconnected. You don't want a gas leak in the middle of all this. Well, everything's out. Ended up with about 20 bags of insulation to take out of here. I think the most interesting find was our friend here. I believe maybe a squirrel. He's seen better days, but we'll send him on his way. But at this point, I need to get some insulation laid down on the floor and get my floor put in. So that's what's up next. And a big long hot shower. Whew. Alright, I've got the insulation in. I've done R19 on the floor here, just above the living room. This will insulate the attic heat or cold from the conditioned space down below. Now I've got 24-inch spacing of my rafter joists, so I'm going to go with an R13 on the roof. The R13 combined with the R19 is going to give me almost an R30 value. You want an R30 rating on your roof area, or separation from the roof to your living conditioned space. With the R19 in the floor and the R13 above and the airspace of the actual attic, I should have good thermal separation between my conditioned space below and my roof. So the next step is I'm going to start putting in the floor deck and working out where my walls are and get that roof insulation up. You can walk out there to the middle and back. We've got a bit of a dilemma here. These studs are 22 inches apart, which makes the gap about 20 inches, which means it's too small for my wide stuff and too large for the small stuff. So I've just kind of got to piece it in. I'm using R19, and I'm just going to have to make do with what I got and just try to slice the insulation around the studs and get them as tight as I can to the stud. So I just have to cut this insulation down to the paper without cutting through the paper. Separate it a little bit so I can see the paper. And then we'll put this up and staple it on the stud. Use the plywood to hold it back. For about $60, we upgraded the ceiling panels to cedar, and it was definitely worth every penny. Well, that pretty much does it for the walls. We're all buttoned up. About 15 wet t-shirts later. Still need to trim this window out. Get onto that next. Problem here. You got some gapping. Now that's definitely too big for caulk to fill up, so I'm gonna need to figure something out here. Alright, so the solution for my messy corners here, I actually found some cord around here, and I cut some pieces to just stick in and close those gaps up. Should work just fine. Well, this room's all wrapped up and went together fairly easily. It's no fun working in an attic, it's just so hot. Hang a curtain here in the window. All in all, I think we spent about $1,000 on this room, which isn't too bad. It gave us a ton of extra storage, all the storage around us. So now we can pretty much move all of our things upstairs here into this room for storage and clear out this upstairs and be able to continue our work up here. I appreciate you watching, and be sure to come back and visit us again.
Note to self, working in an attic sucks.